Brittany, 15, went to Brazil to meet a boy who said, "Come to Brazil," and he wasn't there. This is amazing. I really want to end everything. Allergy testing went great. Turns out I'm allergic to all of the above. Being a procrastinator with a violent fear of failure is a crazy combo. That panic you get while you're sitting down doing absolutely nothing is wild. I thought someone stole my tent until I looked up. Undercover cops posing as drug buyers are arrested by undercover cops posing as drug buyers. Lol, I be overthinking these. Having a failed OF seems like the most humiliating thing in the world. You were like, "Hey guys, here's my naked body." And everyone was just like, "Nah, I've been looking for this thing for weeks. May all of my enemies fail like this. Amen." A guy's ex-girlfriend tried to pour acid onto his face, but the wind blew it on hers instead. I hope every person who ever thought I would fail sees this. When you sold the family car to buy more Bitcoin, well, Thanksgiving is over. If I say goodnight and an hour later you see me online, it's not that I lied, it's just that I failed. You have 30 seconds to explain why you don't have a girlfriend. Team Fortress, 2,000 hours played. Go home, sign. You're drunk. Right lane. Must. Right left. How a standard game of Monopoly ends. I can't believe I failed my exam tomorrow. Unsuccessful people. Successful people. Physics. Man, 77. Deemed too old to be a threat. Kills again after prison release. Every sea in Pacific Ocean is pronounced differently. Everyone trying to learn English. A daycare dad cut me off in the parking lot, so I went early yesterday and taught his kid how to ride a bike. You can never get that back. The Flat Earth Society has members all around the globe. Say that again, but slowly. Task failed successfully. Got back from break and they're sending me to HR. I think I'm finally getting fired. They gave me a promotion. I tried to rickroll my crush by sending her a link. She didn't get it and thought it was a flirting song, and now she's my girlfriend. Police in Turkey blast pride parade with water cannons, accidentally creating a rainbow. I wish I could date a guy like you. I'm a guy like me. Breaking news. Man inserts cotton bud too far. Accidentally resets himself to factory setting. This is a rare photo of a mother vice grip feeding her baby wrenches. Nature really is amazing. If you're feeling stressed, remember to haha. My daughter is writing a book. I guess one part wasn't enough. My mean mum, part 1. First person to eat a banana. This is not good. First person to peel a banana. Dude, guess what? 1 star. My husband and I have shopped here consistently for years, but we will use a different location from now on. They literally lock the doors right in your face if you show up 2 minutes after closing. 1 in 4 homeless people are women. That's a weird way of saying 75% of homeless people are men. Bird lister, you had 1 job. I'm confused. That is a squirrel. Oh, it says attracts birds. Okay. I ran out of Christmas wrapping paper and had to improvise. Happy birthday. I can't wait for winter. This sums up my day. Chair.xex has stopped working. I believe Japan doesn't yet understand Christmas. Damn, I'll have to find another way in. What does everyone think about my hairstyle? I think it looks pretty cool. Best fake ID. Just saying. Not with 2 people in the photo. My mom made my sister take a pregnancy test, and it turns out she's having 100 babies. What a weirdo. Blink128, please adopt us as your little brother band. Fuck off. If Tetris has taught me anything, it's that errors pile up and accomplishments disappear. Damn, crazy how nature make that. It is crazy. Don't date someone who doesn't enjoy talking to you a lot. Don't submerge yourself in water and inhale. Don't drink milk if you're lactose intolerant. Oh my. Sometimes the animation is so quality, and sometimes it's so quality. I tried to take a picture of my ice cream, and this happened. Frustrated elephant that failed to find a girlfriend to mate returns to Chinese town for a second rampage in 5 days. I failed all my exams, but the pigeons accepted me as their leader, so I have that going for me. DreamWorks used to punish their animators who failed at their work on Prince of Egypt by sending them to work on Shrek. The punishment even had a nickname, to be Shreked. Enters password. Wrong. Resets password. New password. Can't be your old password. Law professor, you're currently failing your ethics class. Me. Slides a $20 note across the desk. How about in In 1993, the owner of a zoo in Mexico was arrested when he illegally purchased an FBI agent in a gorilla suit, thinking it was an actual gorilla. Parents, you got mail on the table. The mail. I have lived next to the same guy for 3 years. I thought his name was Steve. I call him Steve. His name is Steve in my phone. I've been to his apartment. We've had dinner. His name is Brian. His dog is Steve. Maybe I do understand why people go insane on aeroplanes. You came to the wrong fridge, man. Freshman year versus senior year. School really beat you up. This is honestly the worst and most upsetting before and after I've ever seen. Live, laugh, loathe. Rats as big as cats now invading homes through toilets. When the ATM charges you $3 to get your own money, then tells you to cover your PIN so you won't get robbed. This professor graded tests next to me the whole flight. If there's a Taiwan Jones at Howard, boy, you failed the hell out of your midterm. So I just found out I failed my midterms, but also went viral on the internet. I don't know how to feel. Our tutorials be like, step 1, step 2, step 3. Katie, you know I have a crush on you. Will you go to prom with me? Circle your answer. Yes, definitely yes. You better be awake and sober. My clothes, after I fall off my bicycle at low speed. Movie characters, just after fighting a dozen mercenaries with weapons, or parkouring over rooftops. Lindsay, 21. I have a boyfriend in the Navy, so don't even try. Then get off Tinder. Your eyes in your picture are obviously edited. No, they're not. I had surgery on them after a bad accident when I was 7. College of Architecture and Planning. I've been laughing at this for the past 5 minutes. Clearly. Man arrested for planning his own arrest to get free food and shelter in jail. In 2007, a married couple in Bosnia started cheating in online chat rooms. When they decided to meet in person, they realized they had been cheating on each other, with each other, the best. I farted in front of my crush, and my friend took the blame for me. How do you even mess up that badly? Do you wish your girlfriend was grammatically correct like me? Nobody. 2021. Please wait patiently for the failure of the system. If I catch whoever is putting loaves of bread in the toilet, we're going to break your arms, Vince. I was born at an incredibly young age. I told this to my English teacher, and she almost kicked me out. US woman gets stuck in outhouse toilet while retrieving Apple Watch. My 2-month-old. I can't sleep, Dad. I'm afraid of Frankenstein. Me. Ha, don't you mean Frankenstein's monster? My 3-month-old. I do not. Personally, I find unethical and irresponsible scientific practice far more terrifying than any physical being, and so should you. Why did the kid wait a whole month to respond? Reading a thesaurus. This person was so paranoid of being poisoned that he took small doses throughout his life to build an immunity. When he was finally captured by the Romans, he tried to end himself with poison, but failed because he was immune. Guys, I failed my driving test and I feel like crying. Ah, don't worry, dude. I failed 3 times before passing. The way I see it, the more times you do it, the more you learn. I hope you didn't get discouraged. Inbox me if you want any driving tips or anything. When I was 6, my sister was half my age. Now I'm 70. How old's my sister? 35. Let's have a hard one next time, please. 8th grade teacher defends herself after getting fired for giving students zeros for not submitting homework. I cannot believe that Theodore is 8 months old today. Happy birthday, little teddy bear. This isn't how birthdays work. I just want a mid-girl, just like this, who will do cute stuff to show me she loves me while we are out to brunch. You're a fucking loser. What's stopping you from doing this with your partner? Common sense. Climate protesters glue themselves to Porsche Museum, but needed to go to the toilet. Staff simply left, turning off heat and lights, rather than calling the police. The Indian restaurant I work in is so secretive, I had to sign a legal agreement that I wouldn't share the flatbread recipe, just their standard non-disclosure agreement. Manhattan this evening. You gotta do what you gotta do to get water. I divorced my dying husband. He wallowed in self-pity and killed my vibe. Ricky Williams blames drugs for his failed drug tests. I got high and forgot I wasn't supposed to get high. This quote will go down in history. Today, I spotted an Australian sign in America. Get your big paws out of the damn caption. My therapist. Just be yourself. Let people see the person that you are. Me. I'm 6'5" and decided to visit Japan. Florida man, pretending to be cop, pulls over an undercover officer, plays wrong notes. It's jazz. Troy Leon Gregg, a death row inmate in Georgia, escaped the night before his execution, only to be killed in a bar fight that very same night. When your billion-dollar dino park fails miserably, and now you're reduced to using public transportation, my scrawny self watching a professional weightlifter fail to deadlift 750 pounds. Pathetic. How to accept your failures. Remember, one day the sun will explode, and no one will even be alive to remember you. The I don't understand how I failed that exam starter pack. Everyone help me find this man I saw at a football game. I want to go on a date with him. It's me. I'm sorry, but you're not my type. 4 stars. Good stuff for a terrible person. I bought this for the love of my life after she broke her first one. I bought this pack because it had everything. I'm really jealous of her. She broke up with me after smashing this one too. It took her a while. So they are durable. Millennial dads have pathetic DIY skills compared to baby boomers. Baby boomers have pathetic blacksmithing skills compared to 9th century Saxons. Man fined for pretending to be a ghost in a cemetery. There is some idiot stamping this on $5 bills, thinking the Lincoln Memorial is the White House. On today's edition of Electricians Are Stupid, we present to you this gem. Who remembers? Crack the Egg was all fun and games until you got hit with a double bounce and you went flying off the trampoline. Nobody is listening to me on this call. Nobody cares what I have to say, because deep down I know that nobody loves me. Oh fuck, hang on, I'm just muted. When you open up the exam and can't do question 1. India is the 2nd largest English-speaking country in the world. I'm crying. Why? You is the because. When she goes to the bathroom, so you call her to see what cute emojis you have by your name. Charles bitch ass. Embarrassment. A group of pandas is called an embarrassment. Screw this boat. I can run faster. When you hold the door open for 1 person and it ends up being 3 students, 5 faculties, 7 aliens, and the stampede that killed Mufasa, the National Gallery of Art uploaded and then promptly deleted this photo to its Instagram. I just bumped into a mannequin and said, sorry, and then said, oh, I thought you were a person. Then realized I was still talking to a mannequin. Love isn't easy. Not a good day. I need a drink. Ruining another relationship? Did not see that coming. You're just jealous he chose me over your fugly ass. A 26-year-old with no job and a stupid goatee. I don't know how I will live without him. My goatee isn't stupid. I have 4 cards in my hand. Are you sure? Good job, king of games. So in my new apartment, there's a random hole in the wall, just big enough for a Drake Bell shrine. Who the hell sees a hole like this and thinks, drunk me thought I was onto something. Why do you have a framed picture of your ceiling fan? I realized that is a mirror. I made brownies with walnuts yesterday. Recipe called for a cast iron pan to bake them in. This is the only one I had. My wife won't eat them. Please read carefully, as you will only be given 1 form to fill out. First name, John Smith. Last name. A little kid came up to the ice cream truck, holding a $5 in one hand and a cool leaf in the other. She asked for a bomb pop, and I said, okay, that will be 1 leaf please. And she said, no, and handed me the $5. Failed as a rapper. Became an Avenger. He showed us that it's easier to beat Thanos than Eminem. Type Garfield with your eyes closed. Since I can type without even watching my keyboard due to training and being a novelist, I wouldn't call that a challenge. Sorry. Whoa, you spelled Garfield really wrong. I'm trying to forget the moment this afternoon when my barber asked me, are you having fun? And I said, yes. But he was talking to his daughter, who was filling in a coloring book. I low-key hate it when single men have dogs. You should only have a dog as a man if you are living with a female partner. A depressed Manchester teen used several fake online personas to convince his best friend to murder him. And after surviving the attack, he became the first person in the UK to be charged with inciting their own murder. Boy 4 accidentally buys 2,600 worth of SpongeBob popsicles on Amazon. Had given the bakery a photo of the USB drive to put on the cake. This is the cake they ended up making. The San Diego Zoo has a pretty cool bobcat exhibit. Why are there rings on Saturn? Because God liked it, so he put a ring on it. Saturn was not a single lady. Security failure. EpiPen's database of everyone who is allergic to bees has been obtained by bees. Bees are nice. They probably got this information so they could avoid stinging certain people. I trust them. I saw you get hit by a car today. Are you okay? Is that a trash can? Wow, I see how it is. This dog who was just trying to play on the playground. How does this even happen though? She texted me, "You're adorable." I replied, "No, you are adorable." Now she thinks I like her. All I did was point out her typo. They always spell my name wrong. Geff. In 1939, the New York Times predicted that television would fail because people wouldn't have time to stare at a screen. In World War II, a soldier named Don Carcos was hit with shrapnel and blinded in his right eye. 64 years later, when he was working at a barn, a horse headbutted him in the same spot, threw him against the wall, and suddenly his vision was restored. Mexican man has been in prison for 19 years for the death of a person still alive. I had a date yesterday. I couldn't find the cafe and walked around the same intersection for 7-ish minutes. I found it, went in, introduced myself, and apologized for being late, and she said, "It's okay, I saw you walking around lost and just wanted to see how long it would take you. Your eyebrows are vile. Have you seen your own? It's your, not your. Sort your grammar and eyebrows out, then talk to me." Ha 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 ha. I died. Netherlands train fails to stop, breaks through emergency barrier, saved by whale statue. Take life, one step at a time. The steps. That's why you gotta wear ice picks, right? Hiker lost for 24 hours, ignored calls from rescuers. Because of unknown number, please just text me. Damn bro, you used to look like a Greek god, and now you look like you listen to podcasts. Husband refuses to let wife use jet to meet boyfriend in Bahamas, so she calls 911. An older woman had a public meltdown moment at me over the summer, and at one point I got so frustrated, I snapped, "Your adult kids don't speak to you, do they?" Her face froze in a look of horror for a few seconds, and I just felt pure triumph. Please give me an example of something someone said to you that was so astonishingly stupid that you can never forget it. I wrote an article about poverty on Native American reservation, and someone sent me an article titled 10 Indian Billionaires and said, "Then explain this," and they were all people from India. I've been a truck driver for 10 years, looking for my wife. When I'm at a restaurant with a girl and she tells me, "Look, the truth is I'm not exactly interested in you. In fact, I don't know what you see in me. In fact, I don't know why you're even at my table. Who even are you?" Cooking up some traditional British cuisine. Fish and chips with a fresh cup of tea. Stop spreading misinformation. I literally got possessed by the devil and sued this soy jack last night. Like, what am I even going to do with this thing? This footballer receives 1 million from PSG monthly, but 80% of this is deposited into his mother's account. He has no property, cars, houses, jewelry, or even clothes in his name. Anytime he wants anything, he asks his mother who buys it for him. Let's say you open a trading account with $30 and you're able to compound gains at 5% a day for a year. I understand there is only 260 trading days and you might not trade every day, and you also might not make a withdrawal, but this is just to put in perspective. A friend of mine tried to sell his soul on eBay and the starter price was $10 and people were bidding on it, but before anything happened, eBay took it down and sent him an email explaining that if he was selling a soul that didn't actually exist, then it was against their policy, and if he was selling a real soul, then that is a human body part, and it is also against their policy. Well done eBay for solving that philosophical conundrum. One time, this girl really hated me and wanted to ruin my reputation or something, so one day, I was talking to a boy, and she came up and was really obnoxious and said, "You know,
She had a huge crush on you, right?"
and he was like, "Man, I hope so, or else this is going to get really awkward." She fucking told my boyfriend that I liked him. This guy told his job he did not want a birthday party because of his anxiety. They threw him one anyway. He had a panic attack. They fired him for behavior. He sued, and now they owe him $450,000. The math ain't mathin'. Hey, can you send me $250 for the babysitter tonight? Hey, you want me to pay for your babysitter and the date? You're the man, right? I'm a single mother of 3. This is a part of dating me. Wow, this is not in my budget. I had a really nice evening planned for us, and I can't add $250 to the evening. I'm sorry. Wow, enjoy the evening by yourself. Tired of dating broke men. Fingerprint analyzer. Push in until you get this red light, then place your finger on it for 5 seconds to get your analysis. Yeah, I did this as a kid. It smelled like cooked chicken. I went to my favorite fishing hole. Somebody done parked in my spot. I love these old memes. You know, with the big captions at the top and the bottom. It gives me this weird feeling of nostalgia and just scuffedness. I fell for the throw your stuff in the attic meme. My parents are annoyed. The damage costs a fortune to fix, and the smell isn't going away. My parents are thinking of kicking me out. I'm seriously scared. What are you talking about? What meme? Where do you see yourself in 10 years? Me, the museum of failure. No, we see ourselves winning. Fuck this meme. So guys, I've basically changed my channel members. It's now just £1, and all the money I make from my membership, it will go towards my dog or my cat, and we can decide at the end of videos. So yeah.